How to Catch a Cheating Spouse. This is part 2. My name is Zygmunt T. Chester. I want to thank you for watching this presentation today. After you're done or during the presentation, if you want to click on the link off to the right, I believe it'd be off to the right or somewhere around the video, please visit my site, catchcheatingspouse.us. That's catchcheatingspouse.us. And on there you can find some reviews and product information and free tips and resources for continuing your quest in finding and catching your spouse or discovering if your spouse is actually cheating on you. So with that, I wanted to get into 3 tips today. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It's part of a long series of tips that I plan to provide, and as I mentioned, this is part 2. So I'm going to get into the first tip. If your spouse is starting to shop for new clothes or changing their appearance, this isn't always an indication of cheating, but if you look at the history of this individual, and they generally during your marriage for the most part weren't, or your relationship weren't very sensitive to their appearance, and all of a sudden it becomes a priority, I would consider that possibly a flag or a concern of something that you want to use as one piece of an overall puzzle as to whether your spouse is cheating. Number 2 is if you're noticing a schedule change or working late consistently or on holidays or on weekends, and it's different from what it's been in the past. I know business trips. I had a good friend who was going to quote-unquote foreign business trips for 2 weeks at a time, India and all these other places supposedly, only to later discover his wife actually found his credit card receipts, and it turned out he went on a cruise with his lover during one point that he was supposedly in India on business, and a few other times like that. So changes in schedules, business trips, unexpected business trips, I guess I should say, working weekends, these all could potentially be flags for cheating. Once again, all of this you got to take in context of everything. You can't just take one thing and say, oh, well, that means he's cheating or she's cheating. It's something as part of a whole system and process you want to evaluate until you know for sure. And then the last thing is often forgets to wear a wedding ring. In itself, not a big deal, but if you look at the whole picture, possibly a spouse not wearing their wedding ring consistently could mean something, and especially if it's only on certain times and there seems to be a pattern to it. So those are the 3 tips that I wanted to present today, and the strategies that I'd like to discuss with you in more details are on my website. So I'd encourage you, if you could, go ahead and visit catchcheatingspouse.us, and you'll see I put some reviews there of some top systems that can help you catch a cheating spouse. My theory is this: if you really want to know, you got 2 ways to approach it. One is you can do it yourself and try to figure out the process for a process for figuring out if your spouse is cheating. The other is you can feed off someone else's system and probably save a lot of time and get to the end result a lot faster in determining whether your spouse is cheating. So hope you enjoy